Tensions between Iran and the United States have increased significantly in recent weeks, drawing global attention to the Middle East once again. Military movements, strategic warnings, and rising political pressure have created an atmosphere of uncertainty across the region. The current situation did not begin overnight. For years, relations between Iran and the United States have remained complicated, shaped by sanctions, military presence in the region, and disagreements over security and influence in the Middle East. However, recent developments have intensified the situation and pushed tensions to a higher level. Reports indicate that the United States has carried out targeted military actions against certain strategic locations connected to Iran's military infrastructure. These actions were described as efforts to limit potential threats related to missile and drone capabilities. Such moves immediately raised concerns about possible retaliation and further escalation. Following these developments, Iran signaled that it remains prepared to respond if it believes its security or sovereignty is threatened. Military readiness has increased, and observers have noticed greater activity around strategic bases and defensive systems. Statements from officials emphasize deterrence and the ability to respond if necessary. One of the most sensitive areas in this situation is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow waterway is one of the most important global shipping routes for oil and energy supplies. A large portion of the world's oil trade passes through this route every day. Because of this, any tension in the region can influence international energy markets and raise concerns about global supply stability. Security analysts closely monitor the region because even limited incidents could create ripple effects across international markets. Oil prices, shipping insurance costs, and transportation risks can all increase when uncertainty grows in such a strategically important location. Another important element in the situation is the involvement of regional allies and neighboring countries. Several countries in the Middle East have strengthened their defensive readiness in response to the growing tension. Military bases have increased security measures, and surveillance operations have intensified in order to monitor developments more closely. While military activity attracts the most attention, diplomatic discussions also remain an important part of the situation. International organizations and global powers often encourage dialogue and negotiations during periods of rising tension. Diplomatic channels are sometimes used quietly behind the scenes to prevent further escalation. Experts believe that there are several possible paths the situation could take. One possibility is gradual de-escalation, where diplomatic pressure encourages both sides to reduce military actions and return to negotiations. This outcome would likely stabilize the region and reduce economic uncertainty. Another possibility is a prolonged period of tension without direct, large-scale conflict. In such a scenario, both sides might continue demonstrating military readiness while avoiding actions that could trigger a broader confrontation. This type of situation can last for months or even years, with occasional incidents but no major war. A third scenario involves escalation, where additional military actions or unexpected incidents increase the level of confrontation. This is the outcome many international observers hope to avoid, because it could impact not only the region but also global trade, energy markets, and political stability. Economic consequences are also an important factor in this situation. When tensions rise in the Middle East, energy markets often react quickly. Oil prices can fluctuate due to fears of supply disruptions, and global investors pay close attention to developments that could affect transportation routes and production facilities. For the international community, stability in this region remains a major concern. Governments, analysts, and security experts continue to watch events closely, evaluating every development and its possible impact on global security. The situation between Iran and the United States remains complex and dynamic. Strategic decisions, diplomatic efforts, and regional reactions will likely shape how events unfold in the coming weeks and months. As developments continue, observers around the world remain focused on whether tensions will decrease through diplomacy or whether further confrontations could change the balance of security in the region. The coming period will be critical in determining the direction of this ongoing geopolitical situation and its impact on international relations, energy markets, and regional stability.